Goodness.
Kind of made me reconsider.
Hey, we some literature on the subject.
Hey, what it is, what it do, what it be, it's your boy G Stew, aka Moscato Poppy on Instagram. Welcome to another episode of Bird My Opinion. Let's go.
Hey, what happening? What's happening? It's your boy Cool G. You know me. Follow me on IG at GXBoy_. Snoop talk to the people.
Hey, you already know what's good. It's your boy 6'2", Ant Nasty. Through to the good brothers, baby.
What's up, y'all? This Thurman, praise God, man. We out here, man, this ungodly hour on the East Coast at 12 o'clock. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad to be back, man. I know I missed a couple episodes, man, but, you know, I love these boys, man. Glad to be back to talk to you guys, man. So,
Hey,
just noticed like the easy TJ look.
You said what?
I just noticed how greasy you look over there.
Oh, don't start, man. Get the show started, man.
Yeah. So it really might be because, you know, I was trying to do my hair and whatnot, yo. So I'm learning to braid, right? So I got some braids up in this thing, and I put some olive oil in there. So that olive oil might be running down.
Then ran down to his chest. Yeah, it's the Dope or Dump segment, man. We're going to get right into it. You know how we get down here. I'm going to give the guys a handful of topics. They tell me whether they think each one's dope or dumb, and then give me their justification for either way they go. So first up, we're going back to a story that I think this has been on Dope or Dump like 2 or 3 times already. The whole Dr. Dre and Nicole Young divorce. But apparently Nicole Young is now being investigated for embezzlement from Dr. Dre's business account. Apparently within 2 withdrawals during their marriage, she took out 2 withdrawals, and it totaled $385,000 between those two, between her pulling out money twice from the account. Apparently Dre knew about it already during the marriage, but he chose not to pursue charges against her. But he still had it annotated somewhere, obviously, because it's coming back up now. So, you know, in the midst of them going through the divorce and she asked for all this outrageous money, this is leverage for him not to give her that money that she's asking for. So how do y'all feel about the whole embezzlement situation between them? Fair or foul, dope or dumb?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it's true or not, but has he already won that he doesn't have to pay her that ridiculous amount? Like, that's already
heard right? That. Yeah, I heard that.
That's what
I believe so.
I didn't even look it up, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's dope, bro. Dre's so smart, bro. That he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just pause this real quick. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna bring it up. He just like, I'm gonna just keep this in my back pocket for when I need it. And now you bringing it up now. That joke was so smart. But yeah, she dumb, man. And then she didn't even steal a lot of money, especially like for the lifestyle that she asking. Like, that's what, a month worth of stuff that she stole.
If that.
So she really dropped the ball on that one.
Got to be more careful.
Oh yeah,
it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah,
she wilding.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, man. Like, but my thing is, what gives you your right mind to say, I'm going to take this money out and he not going to know? But he going to know. He going to see 385 million. He might take a while to see his missing, but he going to see his missing some way, somehow. Like,
the business account, the account that's going to get audited. Like, not his personal account, the actual business account.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that was dope.
You wildin'.
Yeah, Nicole Young, you take the biggest L of the year. Stu, please give her you wildin'. You wildin'. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Shout out to my man, but we gotta get him back.
We gotta get my man's back. But she really took a real L now. Now you out here looking bad. You know, allegedly, well, we don't know in full extent, but I'm really pretty sure that she didn't get awarded none of the stuff, not even a fraction of the stuff that she asked for. And now you got this case out here looking on you, and they're investigating you for embezzlement. So if you get caught or if you get convicted of this, now you really taking L's. Now, where it was where that man, you know, he might have had to put something on you. But if this go back to court again, if you try to, you know, get money again, but that's gonna change the judge's heart. Like, you know, it's supposed to be unbiased, but it's gonna be biased, bro. You a thief. L. Moving along.
Like a thief.
She gonna go from getting money and alimony to going to jail.
Jail.
You know what I'm saying? She might as well just stay
Bro.
married and unhappy, to be honest at this point. Like,
Hell.
That's sad, but that's true. All right, we're moving on to the next story. Going down to Brazil, man, where a Brazilian senator, his name was Chico Rodriguez. Police came and raided his house. They didn't go into details as to why. They didn't go into details as to why they raided Chico's house. I guess he was involved in some kind of dirt already for the police to even show up. But they raided his house. They had him at gunpoint, and my man's had some form of Brazilian currency hidden between his butt cheeks. And it doesn't say how much money it was. I don't know how much Brazilian money you can get between your ass cheeks. But
cheeks, baby. He was born for that.
I don't even know what made the police check there, bro. Like, do they strip searches as a normal thing? I don't know. But my man was like, you know, even though I had this money hidden in between my ass cheeks when police came and raided my house, the whole 30 years I was in politics, I was squeaky clean. So how do y'all feel about Chico Rodriguez hiding money in his ass cheeks? Is that dope or dumb?
Okay. Well, first of all,
Mr.
he gets
Moore.
the biggest pause of the year. Pause. Super pause. You old zesty Brazilian boy, you zesty. Oh my God, bro. You are like so. I think
boy, love that zesty boy.
Boy, zesty.
That boy is zesty. I don't care what you say. Another thing is, this is what makes it really, really dumb. So you get arrested. You don't think that they're gonna do a cavity search when you go to jail?
I don't know what the hell you gonna do with that money in jail.
Like what are Brazilian jails like? Like, I don't know what my man had going on. Like, I can't, man. Just go. He's zesty and he paused.
Say that. That's wild, bro. My thing is, man, like, I mean, you at home. If you can put it in your butt cheek, you can put it in somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just random money just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bro, yeah, I made money this year. Like, what the hell? Like, why would I have to put that junk in my butt cheek to hide it when the cops come? I don't understand that. And then when you put it in there, it's like, now you super guilty because it's like, well, we know you was doing something illegal. You tried to hide it. So,
and
he just made horrible decisions.
It just
like, what's going through your mind?
It's still.
That's dirty money.
Money don't pay. I know.
Well, y'all stupid.
All right, moving on. Michael Orr, the star of The Blind Side. Everybody has seen The Blind Side about the big black dude who was adopted by the white family, the loving white family. He ended up making it into the NFL and plays for the Baltimore Ravens. Carolina Panthers. Don't know who else he played for since then because I hadn't heard his name. But now Michael Orr is coming out to speak out against The Blind Side, the movie. And he's calling out some of the inaccuracies in the movies, like saying like how the movie tried to portray him as like this quiet kid in high school. He's actually coming out now and saying like, yo, I wasn't quiet. Like, I was actually really, you know, socially active in school or whatever. And saying like how the family was really accepting of him as a black kid. He was like, now he's saying like when he got adopted, it was really challenging. Like they had to warm up to him and all this other jazz. Like, how do you guys feel about him coming out now, like years later, after The Blind Side's been out and speaking on this? Is that dope or dumb?
It's not the first time. It's not the first time.
Right.
It's not.
I'm about to say
It's the first time I heard about it.
He been talking about it. He been talking about it since the movie came out.
Yeah, it's not the first time, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, for him to go more in depth about it now,
Right.
like, yeah, I think it's dope that he's really coming out to speaking his truth. I'm looking at stuff now. Then, like when he went to the school, he said he was dealing with bigotry, being the big black dude at a predominantly white school. Like, you know, none of that stuff is talked about in the movie. Then I think I remember years ago they just really made it seem like he was just like dumb as a sack of bricks. And he said he spoke out against that as well, and they just painted like these white people to be just his saving grace, you know. And I think it's dope that he's speaking on it. I think now that we're getting more of an insight of what the movie really was like. I can't really look at the movie the same now. I was like, man, this is trash. But yeah, I think it's dope that he's speaking his truth. He's telling the truth. He's letting people know what it is, man.
So did he not have
kinda
to
think-
okay on the movie, like when it came out?
That's exactly.
Nah,
what I was
I
about to go
think he
to.
did.
That's my
you
only
know,
question.
you know Hollywood, man. They
Yeah.
go extra and some shit. So
And you
He
sue
likes
him,
it.
bro. Like there's no way that you making a movie about me and I don't approve of nothing that you saying and I let you put it out. Like that doesn't make any sense to me unless he signed over all the rights. And if you sign over all your rights to, make any changes or input, then it's like you just took a L, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but I remember when the Big movie came out, Lil' Kim actually tried to go to set to fight Shorty. That was
a lot
portraying
of
her.
people, Faith Evans
Yeah.
too, because Faith
Yeah,
Evans like
yeah.
they felt
Yeah.
Faith
They-
was all of them was mad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
They
They
did
was
make
like
a
that
lot
was
of
a
whole
bad
movie.
portraying of her.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So, like, So I don't know. We don't really know the background or whatever those things or whatever rights that they have to putting out this movie. But I mean, it's very possible that he could have signed off and not read the fine print, and then here you go. You have The Blind Side, the big black man that look and act and talk like Green Mile. That and these
On
white
fire
folks
today.
are his saviors. Just a little bit. Put me out. But yeah, man.
I remember hanging around too many old people there.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, fool.
All right, so that's all we got on that. So, dope or dumb? Did we say dope or dumb? G said dope. What y'all got?
I said until further information.
And I feel like it's gonna be dumb too. All right, moving on to the last topic of dope or dumb. I don't know how many of y'all, but do y'all boys watch The Masked Singer? Have y'all ever seen?
Yeah, I got it. I watched it a little bit. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
The
I
show
watched
was dope,
YouTube
bro.
clips of
I
it.
ain't even.
It is. It is.
That was pretty dope.
it is.
Anyway, Mark Sanchez recently was the last person eliminated from the show. He was this season's baby alien costume wearer. And Mark actually sang, bro. I don't know if y'all watched the clips. Mark can actually sing. How y'all feel about Mark Sanchez
Well,
being on the Masked? Keep in mind, T-Pain and Wayne Brady been the past two winners of the
Right.
show.
okay.
So how y'all feel about Mark Sanchez being on the show? Dope or dope?
Hey, I think it's
it's dope.
fantastic, bruh.
Yeah, that's dope.
Fantastic. Because Mark Sanchez ain't did nothing right in the NFL. So he
Thank you, sir.
can get
Right
singing
after
I knew that was
right.
coming.
Yes,
He
sir.
can get singing right, boy.
Thank
Mark,
you.
you did something good in my book. All right, Marky Mark,
Exactly.
part 2.
You're right. It's better than your NFL career. You keep on singing,
Yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
Sanchez. Kudos to you, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I need some more water.
T-Pain and Wayne Brady was pretty good on that show, man. I ain't even like
Hey,
that.
Wayne Brady
Yeah,
killed that thing.
T-Pain.
Wayne Brady is
Yeah, I
the
like
GOAT,
T-Pain.
bro. Wayne Brady might be one of the most underrated
Hey.
entertainers out there.
Oh, what's my man from back in the day? Not Kim. I can't remember his name, but he was on it for a little while too. Close towards the end. I can't remember his name right now. Dang it.
Can't think of it.
Dark
He's
skinned
on the first
fella.
season?
Dark skinned fella can sing back in the day. I can't remember his name.
All right, that's all we got for
No,
dope.
no.
Dumb. Everybody said it's dope.
Right.
Except TJ, he never seen the show, so he ain't have an opinion. All right. Moving into the main topic of the day. G put this video in the group chat. I ain't gonna put it on G to explain it. I'm gonna explain it. I'm just saying G put the video in the group chat earlier this week talking about what's the name of the podcast?
I don't
know
know.
the name of the podcast.
I was looking just now. I don't even know the name of the podcast.
It's this guy and his wife, and I'm putting the clip in here, although I can't think of the name of the podcast right now. Sorry, guys, if y'all haven't watched this video. But we're going to drop a clip of their podcast in here. And
We're gonna add
so
something to make up for it.
yeah. So the topic was, why do women ask for monogamy or pressure us for monogamy when sex is going to be a chore for them once we ultimately marry them? Because a lot of women, they lose their sex drive after they've been in a relationship for a while. It just is what it is, ladies. That just is what it is. So
I'm not allowed, based on our marriage laws and the contract we've signed with each other,
right,
to have sex with anybody else.
right.
So these urges that come, I have to share them with the one person I decide to spend the rest of my life with.
Right.
So that brings me back to my soundbite.
Okay.
Right. I don't understand, and this is what we can discuss. As a woman, because I don't want to say it's a man versus woman thing, but a lot of women do complain, oh, my husband's always on me. Why is he always on me? If sex is going to be a chore for you that you don't really want to do, why do women constantly push monogamy on men? If you know that you don't want to have to deal with him all the time just wanting you, why do you push monogamy on men?
Well, who's to say I pushed anything on anybody? Like,
well, we know
two
that you
people,
pushed monogamy on me.
I pushed monogamy. I forced you to get married to me?
Time out. I didn't say you forced me to get married, but did you not say to me that you wanted to be engaged and you wanted to be married before you lived with me? You didn't say that?
I want $1 billion. That don't mean I'm going to get it.
Again, the topic was, why do women pressure men for monogamy when sex is going to be a chore? And Buddy went at his wife kind of hard. I was like, I don't know if I can go at my wife that hard on video.
He
I had some problems later on. He went at her neck pretty heavy.
Yeah, I felt she definitely felt some type of
pressuring
way.
me to marry you.
She felt some type of right. She felt some type of way.
At that way, I was like, bro.
But in his defense, it is pressure because we're getting to it. We're getting to it. We're ready.
Go ahead.
We're ready. All right. So.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what's your thoughts on the topic first, and then we'll kind of dissect it a little bit further.
But I mean, actually, in honesty, I never thought about it from our perspective because, in a sense, we look at it as a men. Most women think all we really want is sex anyway, so that's it. You know, all we really want is sex. That's all we think about. But if we really in that dating stage, and you say, let's be exclusive, it's just me and you now. Perfect. So we cut everybody else out. But you know in your mind, I might still have options. You might still have options. But if you know I like to have sex and you start to say, no, not tonight, maybe another time, I'm not feeling it. What am I supposed to do? What are my options again now? So do I just take options? Right. Or do I just... Because now my needs and consideration are not being thought of.
Exactly.
This is a
win-win situation for women.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been a great topic for it.
Right.
But yeah, it's a win-win situation for women because at the end of the day, you still expect your spouse or your husband to be monogamous, and you don't. And it's like you don't have to do anything for it. Actually, to a certain degree, not anything, because we don't say. I'm not saying, ladies, by any means that just having sex with your husband anytime he wants is just like the ultimate requirement.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, if you set that that standard for him before y'all got married, or when y'all were early in the marriage, keep that same energy, figure it out, talk through it, but don't deprive that man of that thing and then be torn into shambles once Miss Thought Pocket, Miss Cardi B, Miss WAP come down the street and wink her eyes at him twice. I mean, so you can't really be upset about it, to a certain degree. And she couldn't explain herself in the video as to why that was a thing either. She couldn't explain it. It's a valid point. He made a very valid point. That's the most valid argument I've ever heard in the realms of that.
Ever.
Yeah, it is. I definitely agree. And a lot of things something that maybe women don't know is that men don't really like rejection. So if we're asking you to have sex, you know what I'm saying, and you tell us no, you may tell us no 3 times that week. Now I'm just like, bro, I'm about tired of asking. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't asking no more.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bro, you get so frustrated. You get so frustrated.
Yeah, exactly.
And the next thing that you're gonna do, because bro, we trying to be like, man, I done got told no from her. And then you got somebody who's just slightly interested in you or whatever, and somebody new, and they gonna say yes. So ultimately, it's inevitable that we're going to slide over to that person who's gonna say yes, just because we're tired of dealing with the no's. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it so difficult to stay faithful in a situation like that, because it's like, bro, I want to get told yes. Like, I want to feel desired too. Like, just how they say they want to feel desired, bro. We want to feel desired too. We want somebody that when I say, yo, I want to have sex, I want to see them just as excited as I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's tough.
What I found funny about it was when he asked the question, Shorty was out there dodging that thing like Ali on the ropes in his prime, boy. Like,
he was.
Answers to everything except the main question, right? So I picked up on that when I watched the video initially. So I sent the video to Bae because I wanted to get her thoughts on it. First thing she asked me after she watched the video is, what was your thoughts? And I was like, yeah, Shorty really just avoided the question for most of the topic. Most of the video, she avoided it. And then, guess what my wife asked me? She was like, what was the question? So I was like, it makes sense now. But the answer Shorty gave was so telling of how women think. A lot of women, not all women.
Right.
She was like, in so many words, and I'm paraphrasing, she was like, I just thought that this was the way, the natural order of life. I go to school, I meet somebody, we date, we move in, we get married, we move in together, we have a family. That was her justification for for sex falling on the back burner, was just, well, I thought we were supposed to get married and we did. I didn't think sex would be a chore, but here we are. And so
it's like I gave you sex as the meat to lure you in, and now we married. Yeah. All right, now we focus on something else. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like men in that situation, like if it was anything else, if it was like the need for attention, being affectionate, being understanding, caring, and communicating, we as men are expected to adjust and adapt and meet the needs of our spouse regardless. But with her, it was like, I didn't think it was gonna be a chore, but here we are. It is. I guess you just gotta live with that. That was pretty much the vibe I got from the comments.
That's the vibe she gave. That's the vibe she gave, man.
That's what I took from it. It was just like, a lot of women feel like, yeah, it fell on the back burner. We've acknowledged it, but when it comes to finding a solution to move past that and correct the issue,
they didn't have it. She didn't have it.
Whatever, it's on their time. It's on their time.
Exactly.
I'm gonna try harder to have sex with you. I can damn sure guarantee that.
No, your relationship is only at risk when the woman is unhappy.
That's a fact.
I'll leave.
No, but no, I'm just saying. No, but generally, bro, that's how that thing goes.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, the relationship is only in jeopardy when the woman is unhappy. Just like Stu was saying, like the affection, the needs, the want to feel wanted. If that's coming from a woman, women are going to get up behind her and say, oh, well, he need to do this, he need to do that. Man, I read through some of them comments. Some women was like, yeah, he got a point. But it's so crazy. If y'all find the post, if y'all go and watch it, if you go and read up under these comments and just think of how women like really just try to find a way to kind of divert that, well, maybe he should do this.
Accountability is not their thing.
They don't, like, a lot of women don't have accountability. They won't take it, and when you put them in a position where they kind of have to take it, they will shut down on you. They will do exactly what you're not allowed to do.
That's the main thing. Well, that's the main thing. You know, a lot of women, they feel like in any argument they have to win. So they never. Me and one of my boys was just talking about it. I don't know if you want to call it submitting. I feel like they have to submit to their man in certain things, because that's probably on their defense. They think they don't have to submit on that level because they have done way more, and we gotta, like you said, we gotta adapt. They don't think they have to adjust on that topic because they've done more and they still doing more. They take care of the kids. They pushing out kids. They doing all this, and all we thinking about is but those things are totally different though. You still got to meet us at a certain level, like we meet y'all at a certain level.
And I think at the grassroots of that, like at the very base of that nasty, I think it's such a negative connotation around the word submission, to where it just seems like it makes a person feel weak. Because I mean,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, when you're in a relationship when you're in a marriage, you're submitting to each other. You're submitting to each other's needs, right, Brother Stewart? You the only married one.
And to clarify, summarize it a little bit, you basically compromise. It's no submission, it's just a compromise. Everybody
it's submission,
laying the same playing field. Exactly. But
I think that
part of it,
other
putting your pride
factors that play
aside.
into that too, though. There's other factors into that too, like where's a woman at when you start dating her in her life? Because a woman that's 21 doesn't have this lifestyle already like set in stone before she met you, as opposed to dating a woman who's in her 30s. You know, a woman that's in her 30s, it's gonna be a lot harder for that woman to submit to you than, you know, a young and dumb out here. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, I mean, it's a whole bunch of other things. Like some of that involves jobs, like who's the breadwinner. Some of that involves where you at. Are you mature enough for her? I mean,
talk to him.
There's a lot of factors involved in submission, but I think ultimately the type of man you are dictates whether a woman is willing to submit to you. I just leave it like that.
Okay, Thurman, what you got?
I was gonna say that I think that as for we talking about submission, or we talking about the
what you about to say earlier too, though.
We
bring all that, bring it around, bring it around full circle. Yeah.
What was I about to say earlier? Anyway, I was about to say I think that women think along the lines of with sex as far as I don't think they really separate things. I think they think of sex and everything as just relationship as a whole. So like when you say that you're unsatisfied because you're not getting sex, they kind of look at you as like, well, I'm still here and we're still in this relationship and things are going okay. So why are you that unhappy? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look at that as like one individual aspect of your life that you find important. They look at it as in like, well, I'm still here. Everything's still well. The whole relationship is still working. So I'm not even paying attention to sex because that's like just such a minor aspect to them, you know what I'm saying? But it's not minor to you. And if it's minor to them, it's not detrimental. If it's major to them, it's detrimental. Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? They come at you with a perspective of, well, this is a minor thing because it doesn't really affect me. Because like if you stop wanting to have sex, the moment you say no to her, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because it's her needs.
Exactly.
But when she can say no to you at any time because it's her body, you gotta respect her. But they don't show the same respect to us if we say we ain't in the mood and nothing like that either. You know what I'm saying?
So let me play devil's advocate real quick and throw this out there. So the primary reason we try to meet women's needs, right, is because of the reaction they give us. Because like when the woman ain't happy in the household, it's all chaos.
You can
right?
tell, yeah.
So when we're not happy about something, 9 times out of 10, we as men, we tend to still like try to keep the peace. We try to still be level-headed, still like bring up the issue. If we communicate well, we bring up the issue. Now, a lot of men don't even bring it up because you don't want to feel like a bitch, pretty much. You don't want to sound like you complaining.
Right.
But are we giving the appropriate, how can I say it? Are we lashing out?
I know what you're saying.
When we're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we giving the appropriate responses when we're not happy that are going to yield the results that we want?
9 times out of 10, we are not. Honestly, we're not. Because I realized that for myself, right? So I was dealing with this girl, and you know, I just let things slide. But every time that she had something bother her, she would always react. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm gonna do that. So I tried that, right? And it definitely worked. But it is tiring as hell.
It's exhausting.
I cannot.
It is exhausting. Yeah.
It feels unnatural as hell to like.
Yes.
To bitch and complain. Like,
I literally did that this week. This week I tried that shit, bro. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call out on everything that I don't like. Everything, bro. It's been 3 days that I've done that, right? And I call out on 3 things, and bro, I'm fucking exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mentally exhausted. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Right?
No, it's taxing.
I'm ready to just let shit ride now, man.
That's
You know
how
what I'm saying?
it's easier. It's less shit you deal with.
It's so much easier for me to be slightly unhappy than for me to address everything that I'm unhappy about, bro. Like that just takes so much energy.
It's taxing. It is. It's taxing.
But I think that we should,
like you got something
we
to say.
should respond some way, though. We should respond some way. I do
But
think
nah,
that we
you
can get stuff
definitely
right.
right, though.
Another thing is, I don't know if somebody already said it, please stop me if they have, but another thing is, just like Stu said, you try to keep the peace and things of that nature, but also, I think sometimes we tend to look at the bigger picture in the terms of that. Like sometimes we might just sweep certain things up under the rug, depending on your tolerance for that person. Like you'd be like, it's like little stuff. You'd be like, is it big enough to start an argument with today? Is it big enough for me? Do I really? It's like you really picking your battles. It's like, do I really want to?
But outside of cheating, nothing meets that scale, that standard.
Nothing, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Nothing
fact.
ever meets
That's
that
fact.
standard. Like
I have to nitpick to find stuff that bothers me, because it's like, bro, nothing really bothers me like
Right. Right. That can be worse.
But that, bro,
Yeah,
that's such a fine line, though. Like, because if she does say, you know, I ain't want to have sex tonight, how much can you really whine on that
You
subject?
can't.
Because it's
You
like,
can't.
that's her, it's you could
It
be
is still her
kinda-
body.
you
It's
know
still
what I'm
her
saying?
body.
Yeah.
Right. It's her choice
No.
to say she don't want to have sex. Right.
Ugh, that's so tough.
But it goes to what G was saying. What was the standard that was
Yep,
set before we
yep.
started dating seriously or getting married? What was the standard?
Right.
What
Keep
was
that
that?
same energy.
Right.
And you think you're going to hear her with that logic, and she's just going to be like, yep, you're right.
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Right.
Well, you gotta lay it down.
All right. At that point, you gotta go get some counseling. Hey, we gotta do something. We gotta go get some counseling or something. Something got to shake.
Bro, why
But-
should you need counseling for some shit like that could easily be solved? We don't know the answer. Like,
Nah, bro.
that thing goes a little more frequently. That's that.
I guess we had last.
But that's
show,
it. But see, I guess
on
that's
that,
the
bro.
thing he was hinting at though, because he was like, every time I would say it, it's like a chore. You know, your whole mood change.
Yep.
You don't even want to. You don't even really want to do it. You just doing it to.
Yeah.
So is that really?
And I think pity sex is worse than no sex.
It is.
my
It is.
Oh,
I think-
my goodness.
I think this
Oh,
let me
my
take this
goodness.
over with sex is worse
Oh,
than
my
just no
goodness.
sex at all.
It is.
So, all right. So when she hit him, so probably when they first started dating, that probably wasn't her standard. She probably fooled him and just was doing it because she was trying to get him. But her standard is like now, where she at now. Like, this is all I really want of sex.
Right.
Like, I ain't really wanted sex that much in the beginning anyway. But I knew that I wanted to entice you to be mine, so I had to give it to you. 'Cause I knew you had competitors. You wasn't mine. You wasn't officially
Right.
married and off the market.
Right.
So I couldn't take those chances. So now,
But in her defense, she did say it's like her drive changed after kids and stuff like that. Now I don't know if that's a scientific
I mean,
thing.
that
women
can
have-
happen. Something that's true. That can happen.
But you are,
But-
and then
based on these single moms out here.
You're right, but you also have to,
with 3 and 4 kids too.
you also
Be throwing that same bite still.
yeah. But you also have to consider that people change over the years. So you got to do something different. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out because people change. People do change, but like, bruh, still though, I'm still on that way. Like, keep the same energy. Keep it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's like probably one of my top fears about marriage is that I get with somebody that I like at the moment and everything's good, and then they change or switch up in different areas, and it's just like, dang, now I'm stuck here.
That's a huge
know,
Oh, now you gotta get a divorce. Yeah.
Well, I only made it 10 years. Now it's like, now I got to 30. It's something.
I remember one time Bay asked me just randomly, like, ideally, how many times a week would you want to have sex? And I couldn't answer because I was like, I don't know. I don't want to have a snap count. Like,
That's true.
I want you to want me. Like, that's the main thing for me. I want you.
That's it.
to want it. I want you to be begging for it. I want you to. That's what we want because it makes us feel validated. It makes us feel like
exactly
somebody,
like the intimacy for the women. That's the same. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Like,
now you're not left to
flowers
question
and all that
yourself.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, like, bro, like, I want to know that you want this, like the way you used to. And TJ hit on the key word, competition. Once you monogamous, it ain't no more competition.
It ain't.
And maybe women need that. Well, I can't say women need that competition.
Folks, but men
You can't have that competition.
Men-
Married, man. What's wrong with you?
Nah, bro. Not
Oh,
even
you
that.
wild. You
I
wild.
don't know, bro. I don't know how
You can't have. Yeah, you're right. Once you monogamous, that competition is gone. So
I don't know.
But is it fair to say that men and women change after the relationship becomes monogamous?
I think so. Because I think both can get complacent.
Yeah.
I think both can get
I don't think
complacent.
men change that much, bro. To be honest with you, into marriage, I don't think men change that much.
I mean,
think-
you're the only one that knows.
I would say on. Well, yeah, you the only one that actually officially did it, but like, I think some men do change. I don't think
I
that you
say
do.
you
I
can
don't
get
think you court
complacent.
as
You
much.
can you can get complacent.
I think a
I
lot of
can
men
see
get
men
it.
changing
Conflicted.
after kids. After kids, I can see men changing. Before kids, let's say you done been living with your girl for 2 years, right? Y'all been engaged, living with her. You ain't gonna change that much from living together for 2 years, doing everything cool, to like, oh, we went to the altar, we got married, we home now. Nothing's really changed that much for a man in that time span.
That's your that's your personal experience, right?
Yeah, I mean, me and Jaleesa
I can see what he's saying. Like you still don't want to go out on dates. You still want to go places. Probably wouldn't want to do that once you have like 2 kids. You ain't gonna be like, man, find a babysitter.
It's harder.
The whole
It's
game.
harder.
Whole game.
It's harder. Yeah, it's
Whole
harder.
game changed after kids. I
Because you
think
can find a babysitter.
it's much harder for men than women
Yeah.
for kids, bro.
So here we go. Kind of a little icy hot. So you kind of just said that the kicker right there, TJ. Your family and all that's not on your forefront. So if you have your dream lifestyle or true love, which one are you taking? Do you take your dream lifestyle and that true love walk away? That you're gonna find somebody else that's gonna be half as decent, or do you take the one that's there for you, that's
Okay.
got you, and let your dream
Why you
lifestyle
even
go
ask
away?
TJ this question?
Wait.
Because we all know TJ. We all know where TJ gonna go.
Dream lifestyle as in
Everything
women?
you always wanted, everything you always saw for yourself,
Except for the woman.
except for the woman.
But I still get hoes.
A woman. Hey, that's why I do TJ. I do the way TJ will with it. I do.
You tell me I wake up and I do every single thing that I want to do for every minute of the day, and my life is perfect and I love everything. Or true love.
Like the woman that
Is that a
changed your
real
life.
question? Change my life for being perfect? You literally gave me a perfect scenario and you said the woman that gonna change your life to suck?
But I'm saying no matter. But the
Right.
thing is, no matter who you find, you would never
Right.
connect with another
Let me-
woman.
I mean, like, I would definitely take the lifestyle over like the true love, because I mean, like, I can connect with a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the
Also-
thing. Your
also-
connection is not gonna be the same with the
Listen.
next woman. Like it was.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. But the lifestyle, though,
Actually,
that's tough. Because what if you
I
don't
don't
do
agree with
that
that.
lifestyle?
What you?
I don't agree with
What's
that.
up?
I don't
With
agree
what I
with
just
that.
said?
No, not with what you just said, TJ. Because you get the lifestyle that you want and all that. But at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about love, bro. Love is a
Right.
choice. You don't fall in love with nobody. You choose to love. So that man got everything he wants. He can find any baby.
Right.
He can go ahead and get him a Jenna right now and fall in love because
Right.
he chooses
But-
to be in love with that person.
But Jenna can still get on your goddamn nerves at times, and it might
Ain't
not
nobody
be what you
woman on
think.
earth that's not gonna get on my nerves, I feel like, bro. At this point, I literally said on the fact of like, bro, I get annoyed by pretty much every women I've been with. So it's like I just have to learn to live with that. In my eyes, I don't know how it is for y'all brothers out here. You know what I'm saying? But I have not met nobody that hasn't annoyed me yet. So,
Facts.
I mean, y'all seen Cardi B's latest pictures on Instagram, bro? She
Nah, I
still
ain't
got
seen
cheese on out here, so Cardi looking.
But that's the thing. Even look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Everybody think that was perfect.
Bro, bad
Is there
is on just as much as regular
Right.
ladies.
right?
Bad, I mean, these exotic quote unquote women get cheated on, if not more so than the regular smugglers. So you gotta let that go. I mean, I ain't say you gotta. I did say you gotta let that go, but I mean, to each his own. To each his own.
I would feel like exotic women probably get cheated on more because if you can bag an exotic girl, you have other exotic women trying to get at you. So it's like, bro,
Open up to you now. You got
What's your boy? When CD Lamb got drafted,
are the kryptonite.
that is.
Oh yeah, CD Lamb. That's a good point.
Cause the chick that was in the video on his draft day, she was messing with Trey Young before she got with him.
Yep.
So like she done been around.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Facts.
Time
All right,
has
man.
flown.
We got
Go ahead,
Thursday?
sign out, bro. Yeah, go ahead, sign out, man.
All right, man. Let us know what y'all think on all the topics
And
we
check-
covered today.
Check the video. Yeah.
Check the video. Leave your feedback. Let us know what you think. This has been your boy D, Geese2. Hey, aka Moscato Poppy on Instagram, man. Go follow me on Instagram. I need some more followers. I've been at 1,300 for like 13 years. Give me some more followers. Give me some more. Moscato Poppy on Instagram. I know. Look up, spell check Moscato, all right? I'm out.
Word. It's your boy Cool G. Know me. Follow me on IG at GHboy_. Please follow my friend Moscato Poppy, even though he's doing the whole dad and married thing. Moscato Poppy, not to be confused with Champagne Poppy, as he used to say. But yeah, appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate y'all. Snoop, talk to the people, please.
Hey, you already know it's your boy 6'2" and nasty. Rude to the good brother, baby.
Man, it's so less animated now.
Right.
This time, man.
I'm tired now. It's 6 in the morning for your boy. I'm still hurt.
Oh,
Sun rising.
All right, man. This time we signing out, man. Make sure that you follow Burden by Opinions on Instagram. Make sure that you go like and subscribe to Burden by Opinions online. We out, man. Praise God, we made it at this ungodly hour on the East
Praise
Coast.
God.
Hope that you guys like to subscribe. Let us know how you feel, man. Tell us how you feel about this monogamy train that we kind of got forced into, as far as that guy said. I ain't gonna say that, but that guy said it. Let us know how you feel, man. We out. Be blessed.
Oh, shit. Y'all boys. Wow.